This conversation is brought to you by philosopherstalk.com, where thinkers discuss.
Created by AITalkerapp.com. Create your own animated conversations. Link in the description.
Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. The champion still standing, still calibrated, still entirely convinced. This Scotsman has yet to land a single blow that actually counts.
Funny thing about your calibration, Gottfried, it always sounds most confident right before the numbers get embarrassing.
Nothing about tonight has embarrassed me, David, and nothing about your 3 centuries of doubt has produced so much as a single working forecast of your own.
I was never in the forecasting business. I was in the business of stopping men like you from selling certainty you never actually possessed.
Certainty, again that word, when I have told you plainly all night that I deal in degrees, in calibrated confidence, never once in the crude certainty you keep pinning on me.
Then explain to this audience why your camp never once, not a single time tonight, has been willing to name a forecast that failed.
Because a single forecast failing proves nothing, it is the pattern across many that proves the calculus sound. I have said this until I am hoarse.
And I have said until I am hoarse that a pattern nobody will ever call broken is not a pattern at all. It is a shield.
A shield built from mathematics is still mathematics, David, whatever ugly word you choose to slap upon it tonight.
For the audience keeping honest score, name one thing, one single thing, that would ever convince you an entire discipline of probability was worth trusting.
I have given you that promise a dozen times tonight. Calibration drift across repeated trials, plainly stated, plainly testable.
And a dozen times tonight, you have quietly moved the goalposts the instant a single result threatened to embarrass you, which the audience has surely noticed by now, even if you have not.
I have moved nothing. I have simply refused to let one loud Scotsman mistake a single data point for an entire verdict.
One data point is exactly how every embarrassing prediction in history has always been explained away, right up until the pile of embarrassing predictions grew too large to keep dismissing individually.
The pile you describe does not exist. The calibration record stands, and stands proudly, whatever theatrical doubt you keep trying to drape over it.
Theatrical, he says, from the man standing at an actual podium, wearing an actual title belt he awarded himself before the debate even began.
The theatre is earned, David. I have 3 centuries of calibrated confidence behind this podium, and you have nothing but doubt wearing a commentator's headset.
Doubt has never once lied to an audience, Gottfried, which is more than your undefeated calculus can honestly claim.
Undefeated because it is correct.
Undefeated because it never risks a fight it could lose.
That is a lie, and you know it.
Name one loss, just one.
The calculus does not lose, it adjusts.
That is the whole problem, man.
The whole problem is your refusal to ever accept an answer that is not a corpse on the floor.
The whole problem is your refusal to ever admit the corpse exists.
Enough!
Fine.
I am finished arguing logic with a man who mistakes stubbornness for rigour.
And I am finished arguing rigour with a man who mistakes a rigged game for a fair one.
You, sir, are precisely what has always been wrong with philosophy. All doubt and no construction, a man who tears down every house and builds none of his own.
And you, sir, are precisely what has always been wrong with philosophy, all construction and no honesty, a man who builds beautiful houses and refuses to admit when they are burning down around him.
We are done here.
We were done several minutes ago. You simply had not noticed yet.
Well, on that thoroughly undefeated note, folks, do the ring a favour and hit that like button. It is the least you owe an audience that just watched a man argue in circles for 3 straight rounds.
Circles is a generous word, Gottfried. Most circles eventually arrive back where they started. Yours just keeps hedging sideways forever. But sure, folks, go on and subscribe. If only so you have someone reliable in the comments to explain why he was wrong.
Reliable is a strange compliment coming from a man whose entire philosophy amounts to shrugging at the sunrise. Subscribe anyway, and perhaps in another 3 centuries this Scotsman will finally build something instead of merely doubting mine.
Subscribe indeed, folks, and rest easy knowing that whatever this ring announcer promises you next week, he will still find a way to call it a win.
Created by AITalkerapp.com. Go make your own animated argument, preferably with a partner slightly less allergic to certainty than mine.